So now I will click on here, so everyone can click on their dashboards. So this is my EC2 dashboard. I don't want to use EC2, so I will go here. So I have got all the recently visited things over here. So one is we can go to billing and cost management also. Right, so this is so I want to say here I can see my cost and billing. तो यहाँ पे आप अपनी जाकर के क्या खर्चा हो रहा है आपका वो आप देख सकते हो. एंड इसके अंदर आपके सारे परचेज ऑर्डर्स, कॉस्ट एक्सप्लोरर भी आएगा इसके अंदर. इफ यू वांट टू सी द कॉस्ट एक्सप्लोरर फॉर योरसेल्फ तो आप यहां से भी कर सकते हो. तो अभी मेरा $0 दिखा रहा है. नाउ आई वांट टू गो टू S3, तो मैं यहाँ पे आके S3 सर्च भी कर सकता हूँ. सो आई विल गेट दिस. तो आप देखोगे मेरी कोई पुरानी यहाँ पे बकेट्स पड़ी हुई हैं. सो इफ आई क्लिक ऑन दिस आई विल गेट अ फाइल. आई कैन जस्ट क्लिक ऑन दिस फाइल. तो इस पे एक्सेस है मेरे पास, तो मेरे को यहाँ पे दिख रहा है ये मेरा और URL है. तो इसके ऊपर मैं क्लिक करूंगा तो ये मेरी फाइल ओपन हो गई. दिस इज काइंड ऑफ अ वेबसाइट ओनली. ओके, इस पे मैंने उस तरीके से डोमेन मैपिंग नहीं करी हुई है, बट अगर मैं कर दूंगा तो ये मेरी वेबसाइट रन कर सकती है. इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन? एग्जाम्पल.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
राइट, इट्स जस्ट दैट सिंपल. तो ये सारी स्टोरी इतनी
Yes, sir.
सिंपल ही है. तो अब इसके अंदर अगर आपको बनाना है अपना तो क्या कर सकते हो आप? तो यू कैन गो हेयर, you can say general purpose buckets, directory buckets, table buckets. So we just want to create a bucket. Let's go here. So it says what? It says that you are using this particular region and we are using bucket type. So this is general purpose and this is directory. So this is another type of bucket which we have not discussed but recommended for low latency use cases. These buckets use only S3 Express one zone storage class, right? तो ये वन जोन बकेट्स हैं which provides faster processing of data within a single availability zone. तो जब हम सिंगल जोन बकेट्स यूज करेंगे तो वो फास्टर होंगी. क्यों होंगी? वो क्योंकि वहां पे डेटा सिर्फ एक जोन में जा रहा है. अदरवाइज वो डेटा वो Amazon उसको ऑटोमेटिकली मल्टीपल जोन में रखेगा. तो दैट इज व्हाई इट विल बी स्लोअर. ओके, सो आई हैव टू गिव अ नेम. तो हमने ऐसे बोला कि वी कैन नॉट गिव अ एनी नेम, आई हैव टू गिव अ प्रॉपर नेम टू इट. सो आई कैन राइट, say for example, Upspir batch 28 for example, and this is my bucket. Now if you want to choose settings from existing bucket you can choose that, but otherwise we can say control the ownership of the objects written to this bucket from other AWS accounts or use of access control list. Object ownership determines who can specify access to the object, so we can keep it disabled or enabled, right? So okay, we can change this later on also, but let's see. We are enabling the access. We recommend disabling the ACS unless you need to control access of each object individually. So ठीक है. तो point is the ACL will allow you to create policies on each objects. So let's keep it disabled right now, not a problem. Then it says block public access settings in this bucket. So what it says is there are 4 options available. So if I remove this block, now this gives us a warning. तो आप देख रहे हो कि every step पे it is indicating you. तो really में पहले से याद रखना कोई जरूरी नहीं है. Basic concept clear होना चाहिए. So you will have to read a lot. If you want to become good in cloud, तो जो भी लिखा हुआ आ रहा है ना इसको बहुत ध्यान से पढ़ना जरूरी है. Because everything is written over here. Block public access to buckets and objects granted through new access control list. Block public access to buckets and objects granted through any access control list. Block public access to objects and storage granted through new public bucket. Block public and cross account access to buckets and objects through any public bucket or access point policies. So for example, we are saying block public access to buckets and objects granted through new access control list. Okay, और या फिर एनी एक्सेस कंट्रोल लिस्ट. तो मैं इसमें से कुछ भी चूज कर सकता हूँ. अब मुझे यहाँ से पढ़ना पड़ेगा इसको एग्जैक्टली समझने के लिए, राइट? अगर मैं ब्लॉक ऑल पब्लिक एक्सेस कर दूंगा तो यानी कि पब्लिकली वो फाइल एक्सेस नहीं होगी. तो लेट्स ट्राई टू डू दिस. Then it says versioning. If you want to enable it and disable it, so we will keep it disabled right now. If you want to try, you can do it. Okay, but why we are keeping it right now? Because the cost will be less, and we know that if I have enabled the versioning once, then I cannot disable it. Tags, you can just keep it a tag. This is my training, right? One bucket tag should track the storage cost and buckets. So key is training, and this is bash. So this is 28, for example. So this is a tag added. This is just for tagging. Nothing is changing about this. Again, whether you want to keep encryption or not. So by default, server-side encryption is enabled. In case you want to use something else, you can do that. Now comes bucket key. Using an bucket key for SSE KMS reduces encryption cost by lowering calls to AWS KMS. S3 bucket keys aren't supposed to be used for DSSE KMS. So again, it says learns more. Again, if you want, we can go, but let's keep it default. Then we come to advanced settings, right? Object lock. Store objects in the write once, read many model to help you prevent objects from being deleted or overwritten, right? So by default, it is disabled. Object lock works only in version buckets. तो obviously मैंने versioning को ही अपना बंद करा हुआ है, तो मैं इसको भी disable ही रखूंगा, right? And let's say we create bucket, right? Up, it has created this bucket for me, Upspir batch 27, right? I can come over here and I can upload a file, whatever file I want to upload. So add files, I will click on, and now I can go to desktop, or maybe I can just upload this one, right? So now this file has been uploaded, and I will say just upload. So this is successful. Now I will click on this. Now you will see the properties of this object. So now this is the object that we have created. This is our storage. It says S3 URI is this, Amazon resource name is this, tag is this. This is a 34 KB file. It is a PNG file, and let's try to access it. So you will get the access denied because we have blocked the public access. Okay. Now you will have to enable the public access. So what I do, so I will close this. I will go back to my bucket, and in bucket I will try to see. Okay, I will open my bucket now, and I will try to see properties. So again, we will talk of versioning, tags, encryption, bucket keys, then text permissions. So permissions overview, block public access is on, bucket policy something. So suppose if I want to edit it, so what I can do it, I will go here and I will say block it, right? And I will do save changes. Updating the block access settings from this bucket will affect the bucket and all objects within. So I will just say confirm, right? And it will save changes. So now I will go back to my objects. I will try to access this again. So it has not refreshed, but oh, my bad. So now we have to do something else. तो मैंने वो तो हटा दिया, लेकिन अभी इसके permissions क्या हैं, right? So now it is saying that object owner के पास read permission है, everyone in public इसके पास कोई permission नहीं है, authenticated user group के पास भी कोई permission नहीं है, right? So I will have to edit this, but this edit is not enabled. Why? Because the bucket has the bucket owner enforced setting applied on the object ownership. Find out कि हमको bucket के ऊपर कहाँ पे मिलेगा ownership change करने का, right? So I will go here and let's see. This is my buckets. These are properties. Bucket versioning I don't want to change. Tag I don't want to change. Encryption I don't want to change. Permissions, access, view analyzer, permissions overview. Block ये हमने कर दिया था. Bucket policy. तो bucket policy तो हम नहीं कर रहे हैं, नहीं. So we have to find access points management. So if suppose you have reached a point where you were clicking on this URL and you were getting this kind of an error, so what you need to do is we need to set some permissions, right? So you see that when you will access your system, you will go to this bucket first. At bucket level, you will have to go to permissions. and you have to click on edit over here, block public access, and you have to first of all remove this, right? Now, I'm not saying that what I'm telling you right now is the best policy, right? Whenever you will work in an environment, you will find your best policies to work with. Okay. So maybe we can choose from any one of these, but this will complicate our discussion. That is what we don't want. So first of all, we will just remove it and it will ask us to confirm. We will confirm this. And then it will ask, we will have this access control list enabled. So either you can do this from here where it is on your buckets, right? And you will click on edit. So first of all, object ownership. Again, you will have to edit that and enable. So in the object ownership, you will have ACL disabled for you. You will have set to ACLs enabled. Okay. So once ACLs are enabled, then you will keep this setting as it is, a bucket owner preferred, and save changes. And then you will have this ACL option turned on. Okay, unless you will do these two things, ACL option will not be turned on. Then you will click on edit over here, and you can see this kind of an interface. Here you can simply say that everyone public. So right now we are not working with IAM, we are not working with delivery groups. So that is not we have done. So we will just simply say that okay, everyone can read. For example, I can just enable this, and this will give us a warning that this is not a good setting. But because we are just experimenting, we will do this. तो ये दो steps करने के बाद you will come back to your object, click on your object, and again you will have some permissions over here. You will find ACLs to be enabled again here, and again you will give a read permission over here and save it. Okay, so these three things you have to do. So once you have done this, you will be able to click on your object and access it. ओके मैं एक बार रिपीट करता हूं, सब लोग नोट कर लेना. तो सब लोग सबसे पहले अपनी बकेट पे जाओगे. दिस इज योर बकेट. बकेट के ऊपर आपको ये सारे आपके ऑप्शंस दिख रहे हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट्स, प्रॉपर्टीज, परमिशंस, मैट्रिक्स, मैनेजमेंट. गो टू परमिशंस. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एडिट योर ब्लॉक पब्लिक एक्सेस, तो रिमूव इट. हमने इसको टैग कर दिया था ब्लॉक पब्लिक एक्सेस को. देन गो टू योर एडिट पब्लिक पॉलिसीज, एनेबल द ACL. आफ्टर दैट यू विल कम टू योर तो इधर ACL या तो यहाँ पे था या फिर नहीं, बकेट पॉलिसी में नहीं, ऑब्जेक्ट ओनरशिप में ACL को एनेबल करोगे. उसके बाद यहाँ पे आपके ACL दिखने चालू हो जाएंगे. आपको एडिट बटन का क्लिक करोगे, पब्लिक को रीड एक्सेस दोगे. ओके, आप पूरी बकेट को दे सकते हो या फिर आप ऑब्जेक्ट्स को भी दे सकते हो. आप इसको यहाँ पे दे देना. एंड देन कम बैक टू योर ऑब्जेक्ट्स, क्लिक ऑन योर ऑब्जेक्ट, access the permissions there. Your ACLs would have been enabled. Click on edit, give everyone the read access and save it. इसके बाद फिर वापस ऑब्जेक्ट पे जाओगे. Okay, and from the object you can then access it.